Alrighty, welcome back, guys, to Rob and Rich's picks. We're back here, episode 4. Give you guys a little breakdown about our games this week. Mainly focus on the Saturday college basketball and mainly college football for those days. I'm Rob, and we got Rich over there.
What's up, boys?
Alrighty. Well, first we're going to talk about these past few days. We got a few good hits. I know, Rich. I think you're undefeated to start the week here. Early on in the week here, we got a good week starting. All right.
That's right. I'm undefeated. Gave you guys the Wisconsin spread, Michigan State money line, Louisiana Tech spread, the over 66 for the game. We're red hot to start the week. Couldn't be cold.
Red hot. Yeah. Myself, Rob had a nice little college basketball parlay that hit on Tuesday. It was a nice little parlay there. Brad was proud of us there for hitting that. So hopefully you guys are following along. Again, we're going to do our best to get our picks out on social media platforms and posted early enough for you guys to get those in and lock them in and start to ride with us a little bit here in games you like. So exactly that's what we're going to take. Rich is going to take over here and kind of take us through college football going forward here this week and what we like, what we don't like, what we see.
Here we go, guys. First game up, we got Michigan State, Ohio State. Ohio State's
Spartan Dogs.
Yep, my Spartan Dogs, baby, coming off that huge win last week, screwing a lot of people over.
The old Northwestern Wildcats, baby.
That's right. So Ohio State is favored by 24 points. They're 2-2 against the spread. Sparty's 2-3 against the spread. Over/unders 59.5.
Over. Well, that's the thing. Is Ohio State going to go put up points is a big question because I really wanted to say under for that game. I feel like that Spartans defense is pretty good, but
that's the thing. Like you see, like that's what we watched that Michigan game, and then what happens the games after? We just get absolutely pummeled, and then out of nowhere we're back again against Northwestern.
Yeah,
Barty plays a little better. The defense plays good. It's out of nowhere. It's like night and day with this team.
I think Rocky again. It depends on Rocky. I mean, he had a deep ball that ended up getting that they connected on that gave him a good boost.
I mean, that's like that. Might as well do it every game. Might as well do every game. Yeah. Have them throw it.
Well, again, I don't see how Michigan State's going to put up a lot of points against these guys. Their offense is pretty bad. I mean, you go look at Rocky's stats. I mean, he'll be. He was. I think his stat the other day was he was 2 for 9, but with 2 touchdowns and 100 yards. I mean, the dude had 2 long balls for touchdowns and ended up getting scores, and that's how it was.
I don't think I don't see
Michigan State marching down the field very often against Ohio State, and I think it's up to that defense. I like the under in that game if we're going to be honest there. I don't know. I think Spartans defense can maybe hold them 35 points.
I think the under is probably pretty fair.
35-7
They're going to do all this. They ain't going to score 60 by themselves. We might get 7 points. Like I have a bad feeling about this game for the Spartans. I don't think it's going to be competitive for them, sadly. Yeah. But it's all right. I mean, we've won our big games this year. We're having fun. Mel Tucker just began, you live with it. It is what it is. We're rebuilding. The best way you can rebuild in college football, at least. All right, on to our next game. Texas A&M versus Auburn. Texas A&M off a win last week against LSU. They are favored by 6.5. Over/unders 49.
Yeah, Auburn had themselves a little game against our Alabama. We got to watch that. That did not go very well.
They did
not go well there. That wasn't very impressive. So if you're looking
at
that,
was to be expected, though. I mean, Alabama's just doing it to everyone. I mean, they're unreal this year.
They really are. I mean, they're impressive for sure. But again, Texas A&M ranks 5th. But again, they got smoked by Bama too. I don't know. I don't know how I feel quite about this game. What do you think, Rich?
Yeah, but Texas A&M had trouble scoring last week against LSU. That kind of worried me a little bit. I mean, I don't understand how you have. I mean, LSU's just been looking atrocious.
I mean, LSU is supposed to be bad. Yeah.
Yeah, the way they look, the defense and the offense. Texas A&M held them the low points though, so I think you can. I think you can expect a decisive Texas A&M victory right here. I don't trust Bo Nix, the quarterback for Auburn, at all to make plays against this Texas A&M.
I would stay away from that spread,
though. I think they have a respectable defense. The question is Auburn's defense going to be good enough to give Texas A&M problems? I don't really know. It might be, but I think Texas A&M's going to win. That's pretty much the only thing I have to say about that game.
Yeah.
Next game up, Oklahoma State, TCU. Oklahoma State, 15th in the country, favored by 2 points, over under
Yeah.
51.5.
Mm-hmm. This is a game viewers are going to hear later on.
The classic Big 12
Picks.
game. Big
A
12
good
trap
Big
game.
12.
It's a
Yeah.
trap game. I feel like it really is a trap game. Whether or not,
Yeah.
like, it doesn't mean that you're gonna obviously go the way that a trap game usually goes. But I mean, this has the Big 12 trap game written all over it.
Yeah, late in the year here, anything can happen. You don't know what people are playing
Goal
for.
at 51.5 shocks me. Big 12 games, they don't
Big
play
12 because they score, huh?
They don't play defense. Yeah, they don't.
Mm-hmm.
And so I find it hard to believe that total doesn't go over. As far as the spread's concerned, I mean, I don't see how Oklahoma State has problems here. I really don't. I mean, they have it all. They have every total package on the team. So they are 3-5 against the spread, and TCU they're 4-4, but they're 5-3 against the spread. But I mean, Oklahoma State, I don't see how they lose that game. They have too many weapons, and they're not that bad on the defensive side of the ball either, which is weird for Big 12 because usually it's just every single defense sucks no matter what. You can't even say anything good about them, but Oklahoma State's not that bad. Oklahoma State, even though it's got the feels of the trap game, which is why the line's 2, I still believe Oklahoma State's got to win one.
We got 17th North Carolina playing Western Carolina. That looks pretty brutal, to be honest. This late in the year, that's tough to see there.
Yeah, that's an ugly game.
Some SEC stuff there.
Yeah.
We got talking about Bama like we did. We got Bama LSU. Another interesting game is, I mean, you look at the LSU squad that lost just about everyone and have a struggle year. I think they're going to show up for this game. I kind of like LSU in this game. Bama just came off a beat down against Auburn. Don't get me wrong, Bama is good, but I'm hoping LSU comes out with a little fire. I hope they play a little competitive. They got to have talent over there. I mean, there's no reason they shouldn't. So I like it's a 30-point spread in this game. It's tough to give a reigning national championship a team 30 points, but I mean, Bama's proved it. They deserve that, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think the spread's warranted. Everything about it is straight up. I mean, there's not the stadium ain't going to be sell out for LSU. So I mean, they don't have enough fans to keep them in the game. Once Bama starts stomping on them, there's no energy to bring them back. It's going to be bad, I think. So
yeah,
I don't think there's much concern there. Alabama hasn't really steered you wrong yet this year, so why would they start now? They are 6-2 against the spread, and they've been favored by this much every game, so they've been covering these big point spreads more often than they haven't. So
that's good point there. What else you got? Anything else you like?
BYU, Coastal Carolina. We got to talk about this one. This has got just thrown together.
This is exciting.
Today, I think, is when I just heard about it first time. I don't know if they announced it earlier, but today that came out. That's a hell of a game. They got this quarterback on BYU that's Heisman candidate. They don't play shit. They don't play
future Lion quarterback. I'm hearing.
Yeah, well, you know what? Hopefully he's good then. I don't know, but I don't believe in the
big game for both teams. Big game for both teams.
Oh, it's huge. It shows who's real. Like if you
exactly,
you're going to be called a fraud, and you're
exactly.
You can kiss your New Year's Day bowl.
Done.
Absolutely. That's it. You'll get a bowl, but that's it. BYU's favored by 10. I mean, they're going to Carolina. They're going into the Black Swarm. Love riding the Black Swarm. That defense, they just fly over the place. There's been nothing is funner than watching Coastal Carolina play football. I swear, it's honestly like if you haven't done it, I mean, it's a fun time.
It's a prime time game to go watch. Absolutely.
5:30 too. That's gonna be.
Yeah, you got BYU who's 9-0.
I think you can. The total 61 as well. I think they're going to score a lot of points.
Yeah,
and they're both. They're both amazing against the spread. You got 6-2-1 for BYU, and then 7-1-1 for Coastal.
That's impressive right there.
I would absolutely 10 points for Coastal is. I find that's kind of disrespectful in my opinion. Don't you think?
I agree too. That's a game I really like. I really like Coastal Carolina in that game, especially with their offense. 10 points. I mean, man, I think they're going to keep.
They're going to throw it out there. That money line's plus 290.
Not a bad bet. If you're up on the week, that's not a bad bet. Absolutely. Another game real quickly that I'm looking at here. Kansas and Texas Tech. Kansas is 0-7 against the spread this year. 0-7. You know, if you're
They're a disgrace to college football. They are the
if you,
shittiest fucking program in history. I mean, how can you be so good at basketball and so shit at football? It's beyond me. Like, they are brutal.
0-7 against the spread. Texas Tech coming off, they're having a decent year. I don't know how you, if you're a statistic guy, how do you not bet Texas Tech spread and bet quite a bit of money on it, right? I mean, 0-7 stats don't. I mean, they haven't covered one time this year.
You cannot wake up on Sunday before the NFL slate and see you lost money because you put money on Kansas in any type of fashion in the sport of football. You can't. Like, they are fucking awful. It's embarrassing. I mean, 0-8 on the year, like you said, 0-7 against the spread. I mean, God damn, like, you suck. How can you not get a game on the schedule where you can win for pride?
Yeah, bad. They haven't won a game.
Like, they probably ain't gonna win.
They can't even get a spread, and they haven't been favoring any of the spreads either, which is the saddest part. I mean, you're getting points every game, and you're still 0-7.
Exactly. You can't even cover bad.
Speaking of bad, there's a few more games out there that I probably would stay away from. This had potential to be a great game in Indiana, Wisconsin. I mean, you had Wisconsin supposed to be a playoff team and then end up dropping to Northwestern. Northwestern goes lose to Michigan State. They lost all credibility right there.
Exactly.
And then Indiana with Penix, their stud quarterback, going down. I mean, this is kind of game. I don't know what the line's 14 for Wisconsin, I believe. I don't know how you can really bet on it. You don't know what the hell is going to happen in this game. It's supposed to be two good, talented teams, but it may not look that way.
Honestly, I just I hate Wisconsin's guts, so fuck Wisconsin.
Chad, if you're not sure why we have so much hate against them, Richie had a tough bet against Wisconsin that set him back a little bit. So Wisconsin, the Badgers are not in our favor by any means going forward here. So you're not going to hear a lot of good things. So if you're a Badger fan, I wouldn't tune in very often for college football.
Fuck Wisconsin. Fuck Graham Mertz. Sack of shit. Aim the fucking ball.
You don't think Wisconsin's going to win, though?
Whatever you say, Monk, I'll go with you. I don't. The Indiana's defense ain't getting. They're good. I mean, we saw it against Ohio State. Yeah. They're good.
Yeah, they're at Wisconsin. Wisconsin's 13-12 the last 15 games versus Indiana, though. There's that. They have their backup QB, Jack Tuttle is his name.
Yeah.
His 2019 stats. He has 11 total attempts throwing, and he has 6 completions. So he's not. I don't trust him at QB. I don't know.
You got Wisconsin, Monk, huh?
I have Wisconsin 100%.
Yeah, I agree. I think Wisconsin. Yeah.
Stab me in the
yes,
back.
sir. 100%.
Just stab me in the back, he says. Oh my. How about it for you local Michiganders with the Western 4-0 playing Eastern Michigan here? Another game I'm probably going to stay away from. 0-4 Eastern. They're not, it's Eastern Michigan, Western. I don't see much value out of this game. I don't think it's very reasonable to pick this game. Western's favorite, obviously. Eastern played a couple teams, tough though. You never know what's going to bring in a type of game like this. That's another game I'd stay away from for sure.
MAC games that aren't on Wednesday, you just what's the point of betting them? Really, why you really want them to ruin your Saturday? Like a MAC game on a Saturday, you only bet the MAC on a Wednesday when it's MAC, and everything else, fuck that. Like Toledo, Northern Illinois, fuck that shit. Because the MAC, the stuff they do in the MAC is just unbelievable. Wednesday night, do it because there's only a couple games and it's fun. Watch them. How just some of the shit they do, it's unbelievable with the turnovers and all the stuff they do. But on a Saturday, don't have it ruin your Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. No MAC on a Saturday. That's quote of the day right there. No MAC on a Saturday.
Exactly. But leave the MAC for Wednesdays during the week. Middle of the week is MAC's time. After that, don't worry about the MAC.
Yeah, that's good. Right, and continue to follow us. I'm telling you, we're gonna make you some money here. The stats don't lie, huh, Rich? Stats are not gonna lie.
Right. Numbers don't lie, guys. I'm giving you guys everything so far. Let's not ruin it now. Let's keep it going.
Yes, sir. All righty, guys. Well, thanks for joining us again. Hope to hear from you guys. Hope to see you guys out there supporting us and just giving us an audience. So thank you. Peace out.
Let's ride.